Exactly.
All right then, that's good. But
Fair enough, mate.
My number one, and sticking to the rules, my number one.
I'll bollocks to that then.
My number one, and obviously it's already been said, Sting and Taker.
Right, that's it. That's in.
I'm going to jump straight in. My number one is Sting versus Undertaker.
You know what? Actually, if you would have had your fatal four ways number 9, we could have all had Sting and Taker.
Yeah, see.
You know, I think we all know why it'd be Sting and Taker, as we've said. It's one of them ones that never happened, possibly could have happened. But the thing is, though, if it could have, like, in them, just when he was, like, when he had that injury of Rollins and that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have wanted it to happen then, though. I would have wanted it to I would have wanted it to be prime WCW Sting.
Yes.
And prime Taker. That's what I would have wanted it to be.
Like Starrcade 97 Sting. But, well, it's tricky, because you could say, like, that era Sting versus that era at the same time Taker, but then you could also say against maybe, like, Taker, like you said, like, 2007 to 2010.
Yeah.
Taker when he's, like, really at his prime.
That's what I mean. Any era of the two would be money, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be gold. And it is gold.
It's a platinum.
Depending on your rating, I suppose. And no Gilvers today.
There's no Gilvers.
But yeah.
Well, actually he's had a couple.
Well, he's broke the rules, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, you don't get a trophy.
Where did it say it had to just be 1-on-1?
Well, you said it at the beginning of the episode.
You actually did say singles.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
But no, yeah, I think, yeah. I kind of knew. I kind of knew going in that Russell's would probably be the same as mine because obviously,
yeah,
Taker's his main man. So
I thought you would have it in your list, Jay. But I thought you both might have it in your list, but I didn't know you'd probably put it so high up on yours because I knew it was going to be in mine, and I was toggling with the idea of maybe replacing it because of the idea of that Brett and Okada match was so appealing, but. You kind of have to go by nostalgia more than anything else, don't you? And we say it all the time. Yeah. But yeah, like as a kid...
Taker and Sting would have been one of the best of all time. If not the 100%. Best of all time.
We wouldn't want to see it now. I think we can probably all agree that, really. Like we wouldn't want to see it now.
Even if there was the opportunity to, I wouldn't want to see it now.
No, and Sting actually looked brilliant at Double or Nothing, but I still wouldn't want to see that match now because...
You can tell that he got gassed really quickly though, but which I guess is understandable.
Yeah, but it's Father Time hits everybody in the end, isn't it? Like there's nothing you can do about it. But it's one of those like it's the perfect dream match for that reason that it could have happened so many times it didn't. It teased you and teased you. It could still, in theory, happen today, but you wouldn't want it to happen because it would ruin the idea of what it could be. Yeah, and I think that's what makes it the perfect dream match because you can think about all these things.
Yeah, if it happened now, well, even if it happened then, I still don't know whether it'd live up to the expectation of everyone's expectation of it.
Exactly, yeah. But it's
just be cinematic now.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, that's the only way you'd probably get away with doing it now. But
if they went down that route, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but it would have to be done right. It would have to be. They would have to take real care. Like they would have to. It would have to be perfect. Because if you're doing it like that, it would have to be perfect, wouldn't it?
But also, it'd be like meeting your heroes, though, wouldn't it?
That's
expectations.
That's what I mean.
What you think?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just, like it's one of them ones that
you can't touch it now. It's almost like because there's no there's no way you can do it perfectly, but. You'd want it to happen, but although you can't do it perfectly, you'd still want it to happen. Yeah. So it's one of those like no matter what you do, it's never gonna it's never gonna be enough really. You can only really do it in your mind to make it perfect. Like everyone's gonna have their own version of how it goes down, what kind of era Sting, what kind of era of Taker. It's the perfect dream match, and it's just those were so like there were two iconic wrestlers as a kid that really they just stood out from the rest. Because of what they were. Like Sting stood out, everything stood out about him, Taker stands out. And Taker for me is a favourite. And from WCW it was Sting, but I was drawn to those characters. It's just that you have to have it, don't you? It's kind of like it's almost
the Phenom versus the Icon.
Mate, it sells itself, doesn't it?
But
I think it is. It's the perfect dream match.
Yeah.
Which Ashley obviously also agrees, because that was technically his number one. Because he.
Well, can I just say though, we said it was singles.
Yeah.
And not, before I forget, Austin was a singles wrestler. Bruno was a singles wrestler.
Right, Ashley.
Cena was a singles wrestler.
Well,
so it counts.
You're grabbing at straws now.
I did it.